All right, we're going to talk about another way to find volume, which is in cubic units, or if it just asks you to find the volume. So we still need our same volume formula for a cylinder, V equals pi r squared h. So we're finding our answer in cubic units. So what that means is we are actually multiplying 3.14 in for pi. So we are going to not have pi symbol in our answer. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Find the volume of a cylinder with a diameter of 3, a height of 5 in cubic inches. So we need our formula, V equals pi r squared h. Okay? So for pi, we're going to use 3.14. Do not use the pi button on the calculator. Okay, we're using 3.14. Then we're given a diameter. So we can't use the diameter because we need the radius. And remember we said we can take that diameter divided by 2 to get the radius. So we have 3.14 times 1.5 squared times the height, which is 5. Okay? So it's 3.14 times 1.5 squared times 5, and you should get an answer of 35.325 inches cubed. Okay, so notice how that symbol pi is not in the answer, and we multiplied in 3.14. Let's take a look at the next example. We have a diameter of 10, a height of 7.5. We're finding volume in cubic centimeters. Starting out with your formula, V equals pi r squared h. Using 3.14 for pi. We're not given a radius, we're given a diameter, so we need to take that diameter, divide it by 2 to get your radius. So your radius is 5, and we need to square it, and then our height is 7.5. So we have 3.14 times 5 squared times 7.5, and we get 588.75 centimeters cubed. So if you take a look at the answers that I'm putting in boxes, notice the symbol pi is not there, and we are multiplying in 3.14. Let's take a look at the next couple problems. So we need our formula, V equals pi r squared h. So we have the radius of a cylinder is 7 meters, the height's 5 centimeters. Find it in cubic centimeters. So V equals pi r squared h. Using 3.14 for pi. We are given the radius, so if we're given the radius, we could use it. We're not dividing by 2, so we have 7 squared, and our height is 5. So we got 3.14 times 7 squared times 5. So V equals 769.3 centimeters cubed. Again, if you're given the radius, you need to use the radius. You divide by 2 when you're given the diameter. So at a grocery store, a package of breadsticks is shaped like a cylinder. The radius is 1.4 inches. The height is 8.39 inches. What is the volume of the package in cubic inches? So we have our formula, V equals pi r squared h. 3.14 for pi. Radius is 1.4 squared. Height is 8.39. So multiply all that together. 3.14 times 1.4 squared times 8.39, and we get a volume of 51.63, I cut it off after 2 decimal points, centimeters cubed. Then you guys have 2 practice problems. So fill in your formula. So for this one, it looks like you have a radius. For your second one, 1.2 is your diameter. 10.6 is your height. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and work on those two problems. All right, so we have a cylinder with a radius of 6 and a height of 28 centimeters. What is the volume in cubic centimeters? So V equals 3.14. Your radius is 6, so you may use that number. So we got 6 squared, and your height is 28. So 3.14 times 6 squared times 28. V equals 3,165.12 centimeters cubed. For your second one, find the volume in cubic meters. V equals pi r squared h. 3.14 goes in for pi. We don't have a radius, so we need to find it. Our diameter is 1.2, so we need to divide that by 2, and we get 0.6. So our radius is 0.6 squared, and our height is 10.6. So we got 3.14 times 0.6 squared times 10.6, and we get V equals 11.98 centimeters cubed.